Okay, thanks very much for that, Robbie, and thanks, Stephen, too. Okay, we'll move on then. The next question is a technical question, so this one will be for Bob. This was asked by Gavin. So I'd like some information on residential caravan site earthing. All the properties have a 3-core incomer from the main panels, but the mains is only 2-core to the panels. Can I ground rod the panel? Bob.
The short answer is yes. You can certainly make the system a TT system. Residential caravan site earthing. Previous versions of ES 7671 residential caravans were kind of out with the scope of the special location 708, which is in PS 7671 applicable to caravan vans. However, in the 18th edition, they include within the scope of section 708 residential caravan sites as well. So your options would be for the supply, the incoming supply, to be TNCS PME, but that can only be used to supply outbuildings within the installation. The residential caravans themselves couldn't be supplied by that PME if it existed. In your case, Gavin, it doesn't exist because you've only got a 2-wire system. You don't appear to have an earth.
That's right.
So the options available would be, it could be TNS if that was an option available to the supply distributor to make it TNS, if they were willing to give you a separate earth. That will depend on the locality and type of the transformer. Likelihood is not. Is it a remote area that you're in? Is it generally a TT type of area?
The actual main panel that I'm describing, there's a main panel and it's a 2-core goes to a sub main panel, and then it's 3 cores going to the residences. There is an earth. There is an earth at the main panel, but there's the only earth going between the main panel and the sub panel, if you like, is the steel wire armour.
So it's got an earth.
There is an earth at the main panel, yes.
Right. So what type of earth is it?
Well, it's supplied by the board.
Right. So is it PME or TNS?
TNCS.
TNCS. Well, that's okay. That can be used. And if that's into the main distribution board, then that can feed a sub-distribution board. That's permitted. And that wire, that protective conductor, can be the wire armour of the cable.
Would you be suggesting I ran a separate earth from one panel to the other?
No, not if your wire armour is suitable. Is it properly glanded, etc.?
Apparently it's not suitable. When you get to the properties, it's 30 ohms or something like that.
Right, so there's a problem with the cable.
Yeah.
Well, the solution to that would be obviously to either install a new cable, or, as I say, you can make the system from there on in a TT system, i.e. you would need to drive in an earth electrode, and you need to make sure there was adequate separation between that earth electrode and any PME earthing that existed on the site. And you're talking about around about 10 metres separation distance for an earth electrode. So you can certainly make that sub-distribution board TT, and you can then make the installation, the 3-core supplies to the residential caravans. You would need to make these TT, so you would need to discontinue the protective conductor in the cable. You would also need to install, obviously, RCD protection for the circuitry, because your earth fault impedances are too high. It sounds like they're too high anyway. If you put 30 ohms at the distribution board. So you will then also need to consider selectivity or discrimination between devices. So if you're installing RCD protection in addition to making that distribution board TT. The distribution circuits, I would suggest, would have 100 milliamp time delayed RCD on them, and every circuit within the installation would have to have 30 milliamp RCD protection on it.
When you say circuit, you mean the properties themselves?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've all got that.
Yeah. Where you drive in the earth electrode and make it TT, you can make, if there was some way of rectifying the problem with the earth in that cable that supplies your sub-distribution board, I suppose that would be the easy solution, but it sounds like that's unlikely. Is that very cable?
Yeah.
Yeah. So unlikely you're going to be able to trace it where the fault is.
So let me run that back past you, Bob. So you mean I'd be putting in an earth stake at the panel, and then I'd be putting in an earth stake at each one of the houses?
Yeah.
Aye. I hate that idea.
Well, that's your options, unfortunately.
Yeah. Aye. So it's either a stake at the panel and a stake at each one of the properties, or run a new cable from the first panel to the second one.
Yeah, and as I say, there isn't a problem with having PME on the caravan, or residential caravans, should I say, leisure accommodation, as they're correctly called. There is no problem with having PME earthing to that sub-distribution board, but you would still need to separate it from use at the installation at the caravan itself. So you would still need to have a TT system there.
Yeah, yeah. Just to cover everything that you said then, so I'd be putting a stake in at the panel, a stake in at the property, and disconnecting the existing earth that comes in.
Yeah, so make sure that you've not got any connection to a PME earth, if that's what's coming in to the product. And as I say, you'll need to look at the RCD protection side of things. So your distribution circuit to the leisure vehicles, they'll need to be protected, and then the circuits within the caravans will have to be protected, and you'll have to have that sort of selectivity between devices.
Sorry, could you expand on that bit, the selectivity between the, you mean 30 milliamp and the 100 milliamp?
Yeah, and you need a 100 milliamp time delayed.
Yeah.
Outgoing circuits.
Yeah, one of the reasons I don't like that is I've tried the 100 milliamp time delayed before and it doesn't work. They'll still both switch off, or just 100 milliamp.
I don't see why that should happen.
It did.
Anyway, that's the solution.
Anyway, I really appreciate that, Bob. At least I've got it clear in my head, the requirements. I'll probably push the caravan owner to run a new cable. He may or may not do it. I may or may not talk to you again.
Well, I mean, there are test instruments available that can help you find a break in a cable. You know, I think
Find what? Sorry.
There are test instruments that you can hire to help you find a break in a cable. You know, people like Mega provide a lot of the distribution companies with.
You're presumably suggesting that the armour's broken, because the armour was the earth.
Yeah, there must be a problem with the armour. I presume you've looked at the cable and you've made sure it's terminated properly at both ends.
I couldn't see the supply end, if you like, because it would have meant switching off half the site just to look at it. And that was an exploratory look I had on Friday. I said, I'm going to get more information on this and then we'll talk about how we're going to approach it. But I'd find it hard to believe. Well, I definitely know it's got a gland on either end.
Well, I think the first thing would be to check that the thing is properly connected. You know, you make sure that your glands are suitably connected. Is there an earth washer and a tail to the caravan terminal within the main distribution board, for instance. I mean, these are basic things that you would check to make sure there wasn't some obvious.
One of the things that wasn't ideal was they're terminated into plastic, but they've all got all the frying pans on them. They were all linked together.
Well,
It looked okay.
I think for that, Gavin, the first thing is a wee bit more investigative work there to see what the problem might be. It might be something relatively simple. As I say, a poor connection at one end of the cable.
Yeah. No, like I say, I appreciate the input, Bob, and I'll now, with that in mind, I'll go and have a closer look at exactly what exists, because I only found out about this in the middle of the week.
Okay, no problem. If you need any further information, do come back.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay.
Thanks, Bob and Gavin. Okay, I see Alan has had to leave us now. He's put something in the chat facility. So just a link and saying that news just in from HMRC, following lobbying by the industry, including Select, they have announced a delay in the proposed introduction of the domestic VAT reverse charge to March 2021. And he's put a link in terms of more details, and we'll certainly, circulate that as well to